A Bahamian regulator announces it seized billions of dollars of FTX's digital assets.
Yeah, so that gives us more insight into what's happening here, because there was this $372 million theft of assets from the FTX exchange shortly after the company filed for bankruptcy on November 11th. So there were these cybersecurity concerns, and it makes sense that Bahamian authorities made this seizure. Yeah, we know SBF and FTX's reach was extremely far. This was a global company with entities around the world. So there's a big question here of which customers at which exchanges are going to get their money back first. And we've had insight from John J. Ray, who's handling the FTX restructuring, that US customers might be, further ahead in line, let's say, in terms of getting back their assets.
Hey, what's up guys? The FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried allegedly withdrew the funds from non-customers KYC platforms and the REN protocol despite the court restrictions. The Sam Bankman-Fried, the disgraced founders and the former CEO of the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange platforms FTX, has reportedly cashed out $684,000 worth of the crypto assets from the customer firms and non-KYC customers platforms and the REN protocols, despite the restrictions of the courts on spending the $1,000. On-chain DeFi analysis about Tidal Guana took to Twitter to the on-arrival locations where the Sam Bankman-Fried transferred the funds. Before we start the video, subscribe to the Bitcoin Thinking channel and turning on the red notifications button starts the topics without wasting any of the times. Sam Bankman-Fried has reportedly cashed out $684,000 worth of the crypto location Seychelles during the arrest in the homes. This report is from the investigations. According to the Tidal Guana, that is analyst says that public address OD5758 on December 28 sent all remaining Ethereum's $1,193 to the newly created address 07386D. Tidal Guana noted that Sam Bankman-Fried took over the address that was originally owned by the SushiSwap. The disgraced crypto founder Sam Bankman-Fried cashed out $684,000 to a crypto exchange in the Seychelles while under house arrest. The disgraced and the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange platforms FTX owner Sam Bankman-Fried reportedly cashed out $684,000 from the Seychelles crypto exchange platforms during the arrest in the homes. Let me explain that in some few words. His release conditions are that not spend more than $1,000 without permission from the court. Let me examine evidence on the chain. Sam Bankman-Fried agreed to take over control the SushiSwap exchange from anonymous founders Chief Nomi on August 2020. He asked for ownership to be transferred to his Ethereum address. Within hours, he received transfer totaling $367,000 from 32 addresses identified as Albida Research wallets, with an additional $322,000 coming from other wallets. All funds were sent to a centralized crypto exchange in Seychelles and to the crypto bridge REN bridge, according to the DeFi analysis. The Security and Exchange Commissions of the Bahamas said it moved $3.5 billion from FTX Bahamian subsidiaries FTX Digital Markets its own digital wallets. The watchdog said that the funds are being held on the temporary basis until it's directed by the country's Supreme Court to deliver them to the customers and the creditors or to liquidators. The regulators took the funds after receiving information from Sam Bankman-Fried concerning cyber attacks on the systems of FTX Bahamian unit. The Security Commissions of the Bahamas said it seized $3.5 billion worth of the crypto from collapsed crypto exchange FTX. In a media release late, the watchdog confirmed the total sum taken from the FTX Bahamian subsidiary FTX Digital Markets and added that the funds were moved into its own digital wallets for safekeeping. The regulators had previously confirmed it was holding some of the FTX digital assets but did not specify the amount. The funds were valued at more than $3.5 billion based on the marketing prices at the time of the transfer, according to the commission. The transfer took place November 12, the day after FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protections in the United States. The Bahamian Security and Exchange Commission said that the funds are being held on a temporary basis until it's directed by the Bahamian Supreme Court to deliver them to the customers and the credits to liquidators to the insolvency state. The Bahamian Security Commission said that the digital assets are under inclusive controls on a temporary basis until the country Supreme Courts allows the regulators to turn them to the customers and the creditors who own them or to the joint liquidators. That could provide relief of the some FTX founders, some FTX customers. For its current chief executive joined Jay Ethereum, who is overseeing the restrictions, warned that the international customers who lost more funds to the United States peers. Bahamian authorities and the scrutinizing the web of the relationship between the bankrupt FTX.com, which are registered locally as the FTX Digital Markets, and its trading firm Almeida Research. The Bahamian Supreme Court suggested that the Commission award lawfully assets ensuring the information related to the digital assets for FTX with the US debtors and their representatives, the regulators added. That's it for today. If you haven't already, subscribe the Bitcoin Thinking channel and turning on the red notifications button. Meet with another video. See you next time. Till